I want to warn you ahead of time that the quality of the clips in this video are going to go back and forth for reasons. But nevertheless, let's look at the movie-cool version of Little Shop of Horrors. The movie begins with the Star Wars-esque opening crawl sequence before moving into what I consider my least favorite song in the show. Why don't I like this song? Because I hate songs that are repetitive. I really do. I mean, they're just so annoying and I just can't... Okay, I have my exceptions. After the song, we're introduced to Audrey and Mr. Mushnick and informed that Audrey has an abusive boyfriend and that the flower shop isn't doing very well. Then we move on to what should have been the opening number. Downtown, where the hobheads flop in the snow. Down on the Skid Row. I wonder how that guy feels about his 3 seconds on screen. Down on the Skid Row. Alright kids, it's our father, now let's leave. Oh, I started life as an orphan. So the whole song is basically about how horrible life is on Skid Row and how much the characters want to leave it. But when Seymour brings out Audrey 2, yes 2, not Junior here, people begin flocking in to see it and to buy flowers. But Audrey 2 gets sick again, and so Seymour has to stay at the shop to try to get feeling better. And to sing about it. I've tried you at levels of moisture, from desert to mud. I've given you grow lights and mineral supplements. What do you want from me, blood? Ow! Damn roses. Damn thorns. Well, at least thorns could actually cut him.
Let me move this out of your way so you can breathe.
Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Seriously, what were they thinking? Seymour eventually figures out that the plant does feed on blood, and so he gives it some of his blood and the plant begins to grow. The next day, Audrey comes into work with a cast after a fight with her abusive boyfriend and misses a radio interview that Seymour is giving.
I try to be on time, but...
Don't tell me. You got tied up.
No, just handcuffed a little.
I'm just gonna move on. Audrey goes into her room and sings about the life she longs to live with Seymour.
And I dream of a place where we could be together at last.
While this song is really pretty, it's basically just one of those Disney princess songs about wanting more. Except in this case, her life is legitimately awful. Oh, and just to make it even more like a Disney princess song, we get this part. But Seymour is also having troubles as his constant blood loss begins affecting his work. And here's where we get a clever little throwback to the original movie.
Right away, Mrs. Shiver. Good morning, Mrs. Shiver. How's things today?
Seymour and Audrey try to arrange to go shopping later that night, but Audrey already has a date.
I'm telling you, Audrey, he's not a good, clean kind of boy.
He's a professional.
What kind of a professional drives a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket?
Yes! Okay, I'm sorry. I know I keep saying he's an abusive boyfriend, and he is. He's terrible. But Steve Martin plays him, and he's just so enjoyable when he's not being a total jerk to Audrey. I mean, just watch.
She said, my boy, I think someday you'll find a way to make your natural tendencies pay. You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things.
How can you not kind of love him? But he's still horrible.
Get the door open, you little slut!
Yikes. When Seymour re-enters the shop after meeting with the dentist, Audrey 2 begins to talk.
Look, you're a plant. An inanimate object.
Does this look inanimate to you, punk?
No, because plants aren't inanimate objects. They're living organisms.
Would you like a Cadillac car? Or a gas shot on jackpot? How about a date with Hedy Lamarr? You're gonna get it.
Really? Those were your rhymes? Your word was car. And you decided to rhyme it with two celebrities that people in the 80s wouldn't have even heard of. Not to mention how dated it makes it. They are 60s celebrities. I know your movie takes... Oh yeah, what was my line? Those were your rhymes? Your word was car. And you decided to rhyme it with two celebrities that people in the 80s wouldn't have even heard of. They're 60s celebrities... Okay, what's my line? Really? Those were your rhymes? The word was car, and you decided to rhyme it with two celebrities who weren't even working at the same time as each other, and that most people in the 80s probably didn't even know about. Good job.
A little nookie gonna clean up those zips.
How will sex clean up acne? The song ends with Audrey 2 convincing Seymour to kill the dentist to feed to it. So he goes to the dentist's office where we see... That's right, Jack Nicholson has been replaced by Bill Murray. And it makes me very happy. But when his character is kicked out for enjoying the dentist too much, Seymour is up next, ready to shoot. But the dentist takes care of it for him, and upon breaking the laughing gas mask that he's wearing, ends up killing himself.
What'd I ever do to you? Nothing. It's what you did to her.
And I've got a killer plant I've got to feed you to, but that's beside the point. Please die now. Thank you. And that's where the musical ends Act 1, so that's where we'll stop this part. See you soon.